We're gonna add several phrases today. We are going to give you different ways to be able to greet somebody because it might not always be morning when you bump into somebody. Sometimes it might be afternoon or evening. So we need to adjust what we say depending on the time of day. So if it's morning, you can say buenos dias, good morning. But if it's afternoon, then you'll want to say buenas tardes, buenas tardes, buenas tardes, buenas tardes. So for a hand motion, this is my sunshine, and it's in the middle of the sky because it's afternoon. So I've still got my arm here as the sky. So remember when the sun rose up over the horizon, we'll say this is the horizon. The sun rose up over the horizon for buenos dias. Now it's just hanging out right here in the middle of the sky. That's going to be buenas tardes, good afternoon. For buenas noches, which is good evening, buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches, good evening, buenas noches. This time, we're just gonna put our hands up here because in the evening, that's when we start to get ready for bed. We start to get sleepy. So we're gonna say, buenas noches, buenas noches, buenas noches. So let's put those three together. We've got buenos dias, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenos dias, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. One more time. Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Good. So those are three different ways now that we can greet someone. So now we've got good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and then we also have hola, hello. We can greet someone that way. All right, so after we've said hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, we might want to say what's up or how are you? So we're going to learn two phrases to ask those questions. If you want to just be like, hey, what's up? What's happening? The best way to do that is ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué means what, and pasa is like it's happening. So what is happening? What's up? What's going on? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? All right, so we're going to do this ¿qué? Because we're asking what, just like when we did ¿cómo te llamas? But this time it's going to be ¿qué pasa? So this is like what's going on around you or with you. What's going on? What's up? What's happening? So ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? One more time. ¿Qué pasa? Good. And usually, 9 times out of 10, if you ask somebody, ¿qué pasa? Most of the time they're going to say what? Nothing, right? So how do we say nothing in Español? In Español, we would say nada. So, ¿qué pasa? Nada. ¿Qué pasa? Nada. All right, so let's just work on the nada. You ready? Nada, 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 nada. Like it's nothing, nope, nada. ¿Qué pasa? Nada. ¿Qué pasa? Nada, nothing, nada. ¿Qué pasa? Nada. All right, so let's practice that together a couple times, the question with the answer. ¿Qué pasa? Nada. ¿Qué pasa? Nada. ¿Qué pasa? Nada. One more time. ¿Qué pasa? Nada. All right, good. And another question you might ask is, how are you? And like, how are things going? How are you? How are you feeling? So one way to ask that is, ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? And I'm going to put my 2 hands right here up where my heart is because I'm asking like, how are you? How are you feeling? So put my hands up here and I'm going to say, ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? One more time. ¿Cómo estás? Good. And most of the time I'm just going to say I'm fine or I'm good, which would be bien. Bien. So I'm going to take, this time I'm going to put my thumb up. It's like good. I'm going to put it on my heart because I'm feeling good, right? Bien. 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 One more time. Bien. All right, so let's look at all of them again. One more time. We've got buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. ¿Qué pasa? Nada. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. All right, I'm going to look at them all together again. One more time, one last time. Ready? Buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. ¿Qué pasa? Nada. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. All right, good job.